Motor mounts. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Almost Engineering. It is a nice cold day and we are getting started mounting the engine to our Barbie scooter. It's really cold out today. I think it's like -2 out. It's been 3 days now and I haven't had to empty the bucket yet. So it's very nice. Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. The bucket melted. What? When did that even happen? Oh my God. All right, it's okay because we have the little bucket still. God damn it. Actually, you know what? There's about 1,000 buckets upstairs. It's our second one. Okay, we'll take this one. We will be out of wood very soon. I think we got maybe 3-4 days left of wood tops. The cold weather is not gonna break anytime soon. So that means I'm gonna be cutting wood in like a foot of snow, and then all the wood's gonna be covered in snow. I'm very excited to take you along for that journey. It's ripping wood apart. Done. Thank you guys for all the comments saying you like the editing, it's cool, you love how fast we're uploading. We're out here every day. I film, then my wife edits, she makes a thumbnail, and we post every single day. So, you know, thank you guys, we appreciate it, and you know, we're just gonna keep pumping out the content. We're enjoying it. It's a lot better for us, and we're enjoying it a lot more than the other content we were making in the past, and it just feels way more genuine, and it's just like a real glimpse into what it's like to be here at the barn. We want to bring you guys along for that journey because I grew up here. This was my favorite place to come. Literally, like, my life's dream would be to just work in the barn for the rest of my life. So I'm super happy you guys are enjoying the content. We're gonna keep pumping it out, and let's just get into the building. I got a part yesterday. A smaller axle. This guy, it's way too big. So I got this piece. Hopefully it's not too small. You know, I did measure, but who knows how good that is. What I'm going to do, because what was cut out yesterday of the video that you did not see, I struggled to get this axle in for like 15 minutes, and then it turned out I put it in with the sprocket on the other side, so then I had to take it apart and do it again. Then took me another 15-20 minutes. So today, what we're gonna do is we'll just take this nut off, And we'll slowly slide this one out as I slide that one in. Oh, come on. Wow, that really slid out of there fast. Oh, that's pretty good. Almost fully seated on that side. We could throw a couple washers on that boy and make it work. We're like 2 millimeters away from it being able to make it work. So, you know, I got 2 washers right here. Boom. Very proud of myself in moments like this. Does this make it go faster? When both bolts are turning into each other, like, does that make it go faster? Check this out. Slide this back just a little bit. Whoo-wee! What are we rubbing on? Oh, we're just rubbing on the motor. No biggie. That's not in where the place there it needs to be, so that's okay. The one thing to think about is when you start metal fabricating, there's gonna be a lot of metal dust everywhere you go. And unfortunately, all of your devices have small magnets in them to make them work. And so you get metal dust on all of your nice things, like my MacBook here. This is the motor mount that I made last time for the 3-wheeled golf cart for this motor. So I'll be able to use these measurements to hopefully make some motor mounts again. The version of Fusion 360 I have does not let me save more than 10 parts. And for some reason, I don't know how to delete the parts. So I can't save any of my sketches, even the important ones, which is really annoying. 0.85 from the bottom to where the hole is gonna be. Which is generally how I do these parts. All right, we're gonna make it 1.5 inches wide by 1.5 inches tall. Now I've got a little tab. It's pretty close. Not bad for 3 minutes. One down. Gotta get a hoodie. It is cold today.
Freezing. I don't think the fan's helping. I think that it's making it colder.
Do you want me to explain the laws of thermodynamics to you today, or? She doesn't want to listen, so I'll tell the camera and she'll have to listen that way. So we are running low on gas in our generator. Maybe that's why I was struggling a little bit yesterday. All right, let's, I didn't even start the generator. What the hell? Nice cold start for you in the morning. Let me get some wood while I'm out here. So sick. Oh my God. All right, we got that hole drilled out. Tricky part was that it's such a small part the table couldn't grab it, so I put it in the vise real quick and drilled it out that way. Now we have a little mount When you're working on projects like this, where there's no real frame of reference and you're building onto something rather than building on a fixture table or something, it's very useful to align sprockets using the chain. These sprockets are out of alignment. Come on. This one is tracing to the left. Adjust it and then I'll show you. If you can tell with how wide the angle lens is, but now the sprockets are aligned. Maybe it's only 1/8 of an inch at a difference between each other, but that makes a difference when you've got 28,000 watts going through the chain. Okay. All right. Okay, there's a small issue right now, and that's why things are not being welded yet. Let me show you. We have our mount designed where it's supposed to be. Nice weld along here, we'll make it strong. The backside one, right in there, I don't even know if I'll be able to make a mount small enough for that. That's one thing to consider. The second thing to consider is, if you look down the sprockets, this groove right here, it is to the left, maybe 1/4 of an inch. The wide angle makes it look worse. It's not terrible, and I think that the way the motor's sitting in there is how I want it to sit, and we can just put a bigger size spacer on this side, which should shift this over. You've got to move quick. It's in place, and for some reason, it might move, even though Newton's laws say it shouldn't. Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. So what I'm thinking for the other mounts is we're gonna have a mount on this side that picks up these holes, and we're gonna have a mount on this side that picks up these holes. I want one of those mounts to be removable so you can unbolt it. That way this motor can slide out either way. Because this mount is already fixed in place down here, it doesn't make sense for this one to be bolted on. It makes sense for this one, this side to be bolted on. That way, remove this bolt and the motor can go out that direction. That's the plan. We're gonna make a tube that comes off here, tube that comes off here, another tube that comes across, and then we'll be able to weld a flange on that picks up these bolt holes. Let me show you what I got going on here. Got the parts cleaned up. This is gonna go on there like this. We got our piece that's gonna go across. And this one sits on a slight angle because I thought it looked kind of cool. And it should do a good job of holding the motor. Go get the generator on. All right, the main circle needs to be 6 inches. The inside where the bolt holes are at 5.1, and then 4.9 is the inside arc, and the bolt holes are every 60 inches from each other, I believe. Dust is still in the air, but I need to be able to talk to you guys. Huh. Look at that. Wow, that's perfect. All right, I gotta clean this up with the grinder and then we'll put it on there. It's literally perfect. So I'm just gonna throw a bead on that. Today was an extremely productive day. I am really happy with how these motor mounts turned out. Tomorrow we might move on to the other side or mounting the controller. I'm not sure yet, but I'm extremely happy. Thanks for sticking around and watching. I'll see you tomorrow.